But something interesting did happen. They're fighting in Sadr City currently in Baghdad. And the U.S. is trying to get the Iraqi forces to go ahead of them for once. Usually the Iraqi forces are behind them going, yeah, very good, very good. You keep going. We come behind you a little bit, okay? After you take all casualties, we come, okay? Okay. Now, so the Americans are trying to flip that around and have the Iraqis be like, take, sovereignty, as Maliki wants to do. Say, all right, let's go take Sadr City together, and you guys, literally, by the way, this is a New York Times story, literally, just go 100 yards in front of us, okay? And the Iraqis said, whoa, whoa, what is 100 yards? This is a problem. I don't know. We like being back, not front, right? And they're making some progress in the Sadr City. They've held a certain area, and the Iraqi captain comes back and says, oh, by the way, we're leaving. And the U.S. captain said, what? Come again? He's like, hey, I know. It's being in front. We're not a big fan of that. He's like, wait a minute, did you even take any casualties? He's like, no, but there's a lot of sniper fire. I mean, people keep shooting at us. I mean, if this keeps up, I mean, some of us are going to die. That doesn't sound fun at all. No, we're going. They apparently packed them trucks full of like furniture. They're like moving the base out. They're not playing. They're taking the couch. Okay, and the U.S. commander's like, no, go back to your post. Go back to your post. He's like, and then things got so heated that all of a sudden, and then the Iraqi, not just the captain, but the other soldiers are there, and everybody's yelling, and then all of a sudden, one of the U.S. guys ordered people to surround their own captain, like make sure nothing happens to him. But here's the interesting part, right? That's all funny. It is. I mean, sad, but it's also funny, right? But the interesting part of it, the relevant part of it, if you ask me, is people read this essay, and this article, I should say, in the New York Times, and they say, oh, you see that the Iraqis don't want to fight. But nobody ever asks, but who's on the other side? On the other side, the ones that are kicking the ass of these Iraqis who are looking to run are other Iraqis. So it's not like the Iraqis are incapable of fighting. It's not like the Iraqis... Like, what I'm afraid is that articles like this kind of portray the Iraqis as cowards. There's a direct quote in here from the U.S. captain saying, don't be a coward, get back to your post. But it paints the Iraqis as cowards, but how much cowards could they be if the people they're fighting are Iraqis that are so ferocious that they're afraid of them? See, the difference isn't whether they're Iraqi or U.S. soldiers. The difference is, do they give a shit or do they not give a shit? And the Iraqis here don't want to fight, the ones that are on our side, because they don't want to die, because they don't really care. The Iraqis on the other side care a lot, and they don't mind dying at all. I mean, that's an overstatement. Of course, everybody minds dying, I would imagine, but they're willing to fight to the death because they believe in their side. And you see, that's why we will never win in Iraq, because the other side is willing to fight to the death because they believe, and our side doesn't give a crap. The Iraqis on our side, because it's not really their government, and they don't really have a stake in it. And as the Iraqi in the story says, the Iraqi captain, he says, look, these guys are everywhere. And we've lost the people in Sadr City. And he said, every house in Sadr City has a son that's in the Mahdi army, that's in the opposition. How can we possibly fight them? We'll never win. So we've taken the couch and we bid you adieu. Okay, we're outie. And they did. They left.